We have head coach Jonathan Giraldez. Jason, go ahead.
Jonah, thanks for speaking with us. Congratulations on the win. We're talking to the players, and they sort of mentioned that the game was kind of under control, more or less from kickoff. As a coach, you've been working towards developing the style with the team even before you arrived. How does it feel to accomplish that, where a game is just in your control, essentially from minute 1 to minute 90?
Yeah, thank you. I think we did a good job today, the whole game. The starting players today, I think we had the control of the game completely normal today. If we have to say something about the last week, we did a good job, but we had 20-25 minutes that they were much better than us, and the game was not under control. And today, I think one of the keys, one of the different things that we were working along the week was about that. Be patient in terms of decision. I like and I love when we run, but sometimes we have to be smarter and take better decisions. And today, I think we were clinical in the chances that we had that we create, but at the same time, we had the patience that we need. The first goal that we scored in penalties coming from I don't know how many passes, but we understood that we had to, make more than 10 passes because how they were defending gave us the opportunity to have big possession phase, and after making that, the opposite team is a little bit tired. So in terms of transitions, we were ready at the same time to run, and yeah, in general, we did a good job today. We scored 3 goals. We could score more goals, but in the end, I think the game, it was like I expect, and I am very happy with the performance that we showed today.
Obviously, with Ule being out, that opened an opportunity for Ashley to play, and obviously she's played well when she's gotten the chances, but today, 2 goals, really making a big impact on the team. How does that affect not just her, but the entire group when a player that is, pushing and pushing does get their chance, and then it comes to fruition with 2 goals and all that good stuff? Yeah,
for me, you have to be available all the time. You train in the direction that you have to train, it will be easier. I have a good level in the games, and Hachi is always available and with good attitude training, and she's doing good job. She's doing a good job in possession, out of possession. Today she could score 2 goals, but for me that is not the most important thing. For sure, strikers must score goals, but for me, everything what we asked today, especially receiving in pocket and playing the way she faced, and after that running to the goal. I think she did a good job today playing to set it and identifying the best choice. And without the ball, she did a good job too. Today with Lacey Santos was not an easy job because they were defending center back and 2 base players, 3v2 at the time, and I think we were very connected in terms of timing and angle of pressure. So I am very happy because the performance she's showing is I like, but it's just not about Hachi. Today, Britt, Lina, Heather, Courtney, McKenna, other players that maybe they are not playing so many minutes, and today they had the chance, and the way that we finished the game today, I think was a good, a good way to say, okay, our identity is going high because it doesn't matter who is playing because we are having the control of the game. So happy with Hachi and the rest of the players.
Luis?
Coach, felicidades por los 3 puntos, y también quería preguntarte sobre qué tan importante, ¿verdad?, lograr el objetivo de clasificarse a los playoffs. También, aunque le dijiste en español, pero quería hablar un poco del impacto de Hachi, las 2 que tuvo las pudo meter, y qué tan, ¿cómo podría decirte? Qué tan importante sería, ¿verdad?, quizás el performance que ella tuvo hoy para quizás seguir viendo minutos y seguir siendo titular, lo que llega a ser de vuelta.
No, está entrenando muy bien, está compitiendo muy bien. Al final he jugado 90 porque merecía jugar los 90 minutos por el partido que ella estaba haciendo. También quería dar oportunidades a otras jugadoras que quizás no han tenido tanto protagonismo este año. Y en línea general me quedo con el rendimiento que ha tenido hoy, pero con el rendimiento que está mostrando durante las semanas. Está sabiendo aprovechar las oportunidades que tiene. Hoy ha marcado 2 goles y está claro que el impacto que ha tenido ha sido un impacto importante, yo creo, en el equipo hoy. Y bueno, la clasificación es algo más bien anecdótico, porque bueno, es verdad que quedan todavía muchos partidos, pero sí es cierto que en los últimos años a este club les había costado, ¿no?, poder clasificar, poder estar ahí en el playoff, y bueno, el hecho de que ya esto sea de manera matemática, pues nos enorgullece, pero tenemos que seguir trabajando duro para intentar terminar la temporada lo más arriba posible.
También quería preguntarte sobre la gira que viene ahora, van de visita, varios partidos afuera, ¿cómo te preparas para enfrentar estos partidos de un momento crucial de la temporada?
Bueno, partido a partido. Sé que suena tópico, pero tenemos que prepararnos solamente pensando en Kansas. Ahora disfrutar esta tarde, descansar, las jugadoras se lo merecen, pero ya a partir de mañana levantarse con la mejor de las energías, con la mejor de las intenciones para trabajar bien ese plan de partido, para que el equipo pueda llegar con buenas sensaciones e ir a Kansas con la mentalidad de ganar. No podemos pensar en todos los viajes que vamos a tener. Es cierto que tenemos Kansas, LA y después Orlando. Son viajes duros, viajes largos, pero tenemos que pensar única, exclusivamente en el partido que tenemos delante, que ahora mismo es el partido más importante.
Jimena, and then Andre.
Coach, la segunda asistencia la primera asistencia de Trinity Rodman fue espectacular para poder hacer este segundo gol para las Washington Spirit. ¿Esto fue algo que ustedes ya venían preparando?
Bueno, obviamente hay situaciones de juego que favoreces. En entrenamiento sabíamos que por cómo defendían ellas en esa línea de tres atrás, los emparejamientos de Brit y de Trin con sus dos centrales externas era algo que podíamos explotar hoy, y sabíamos que habría mucho duelo en área de Hachi con la central del medio en situaciones de centro lateral. Y bueno, he estado inteligente porque el espacio estaba entre central y portera, el centro ahí donde tocaba, y Hachi ha tenido el olfato para poder anticipar, ganar esa posición y poder marcar. Obviamente intentamos ayudar, dar a las jugadoras todos los recursos para que lleguen lo más preparadas posibles, pero después es el talento, la calidad, la habilidad que ellas tienen para resolver las acciones en esos últimos metros.
Otra pregunta, Coach. Estamos celebrando el mes de la hispanidad. Le estaba preguntando a Lacey Santos que, por ejemplo, cuál era uno de sus platillos favoritos de Latinoamérica, y ella dijo que le gusta el bocachico. El bocachico es un pescado de Colombia. ¿Y a ti cuál es tu comida favorita? Y ahora que estamos celebrando el mes de la hispanidad, para que la gente que es curiosa, ¿cuál es su platillo favorito?
¿Habéis entendido? Did you understand the question? Ya, es el cocido que hace mi abuela. Ese es el plato más bueno que hay en Latinoamérica y en el mundo en general. Es conglomerado de muchos tipos de carne, verdura, patata, garbanzos, chorizo. Es el que hace mi abuela, es el más bueno del mundo.
Bueno, muchas gracias.
We'll go over to Andre.
Sounds good, actually. Congrats on the win, and thanks for speaking with us. Wanted to talk about the center backs. This was Esme Morgan's first start, and she played alongside Tara, and we noticed that the center backs were getting high on occasion, like they were taking turns, and the first goal comes from Tara getting really high and wide and putting in a cross. So what was it, kind of with those two profiles of players at center back, how are you looking to utilize those in possession the way that you did today?
Yeah, for me, they had no players today to run because Alossi was playing as a fullback. So with Ordóñez, we could take more risks in possession, especially attacking the box. I wanted today add a lot of players into the box because I knew that we were going to have chances to put the ball into the box. So I wanted Casey and Gabi especially be ready to go high, but at the same time, two center backs, Esme or Tara, has the chance, especially when we are switching the ball, to make sure that we are giving an option to make that switch and then go forward. So sometimes 1v1 in the back with Andy Sullivan, 1v1+1, be ready there for the transition. So we know the characteristics of the players we have in the back. Today we wanted to take more risk in possession, adding more players into the box, and I think Tara and Esme, they can do both things, but at the same time they are good players running behind. When Anaik is playing, she's a good player playing passes. Maybe she's not so physical to run behind, so today I could choose that because the game plan was, have more players in the last meters, especially because the game plan for today. But at the same time, what I wanted is give chances, give opportunities to other players that maybe they are not playing so many minutes. Esme Morgan was not available the last games. She was available the last one, but the feeling at that moment she could not play because I didn't want it for that game, and today she had the chance. So for me, now I know that I have 3 center backs available to play. So far in the season, we only had 2. So for me, it's a good news. The performance that we see today, and for me, give chances to other players means a lot in terms of, okay, everyone needs to be available because you never know if you are going to be important for the team, as the players that they played today, they were.
And you may have answered some of this, but wanted to talk about Trinity Rodman and her goal. It almost feels like a goal that sums up her best qualities. She was very strong after she did her trend spin thing. She was very strong to hold off a player, but then with her other foot, scores over Jane Campbell, who's one of the best keepers in the league. You've coached a lot of really good players. What do you see in Rodman, and what are you trying to coach her in terms of her goal scoring? Because she's definitely elevated that.
Yeah,
recently.
what she's doing the last games, especially giving assists and scoring goals, I think she's an amazing player. But I think she should be able to score almost every game because she has the characteristic for that. So for me, the most important thing is not the goal, is create the chance. So if she is creating chances for me it's enough, because I know that you are going to score maybe not the first one, the second one, the third action or the third chance that you create. Today she could give a good assistance to Hachi, and she scored the goal in the beginning of the second half. I like when my strikers are angry, right? Angry, you say, right? Angry when you have the desire to score goals and be there, and not say, okay, we are winning, that's enough. We start the second half and we want with the same intensity, go facing forward and try to score as many goals as possible, because you can train on that. So she can play on the right, she can play on the left. She feels comfortable in both positions, and for today, for the games plan, we thought that the best for her and for the team was playing in the left, because she can go inside to take shots, and at the same time she can go out to put crosses for Hatching 1v1 into the box. So I am very happy with the performance she's showing, because I think she's one of the best players in the world.
Thank you.
Mario, and then we'll wrap up with Jason.
Buenas tardes, Jonah.
Hola.
Solo quería preguntar, ya pensando en los próximos 3 partidos que van a tener fuera de casa, ¿qué tan importante va a ser la rotación de plantel en el 11 titular, ya pensando en esos 3 partidos?
No, lo único que voy a pensar es en Kansas, no pensar en los demás. Es verdad que en los últimos partidos, San Diego, Portland y hoy, hemos hecho muchos cambios en el 11. Ha habido jugadoras que han entrado nuevas, jugadoras que no han jugado, jugadoras que jugaron el otro día y que no han jugado hoy, oportunidades que hemos dado a otras que han entrado en segunda parte. Creo que hay muchas jugadoras que están participando. Eso es importante para mí, porque cuantas más jugadoras disponibles tengas para jugar, muchísimo mejor. Y de cara al siguiente partido es pensar exclusivamente en Kansas. Yo como entrenador no puedo tener la visión más allá del próximo partido, porque sería un gran error. Sé que ahora mismo estamos bien posicionadas en la clasificación, pero el mensaje tiene que ser exclusivamente pensando en Kansas. Es hacer una semana buena para ir allí para ganar, afrontar el partido con la mentalidad de ganar. Para mí no entiendo otra manera esta profesión, sino es pues intentando dar tu mejor versión cada día entrenando y a la vez pues preparando exclusivamente el partido más cercano que tenemos, que ahora mismo es Kansas.
Jonah, I did want to ask, when Casey came out, it looked like maybe a cramp, maybe not. Do you have any clarity on what the issue was, other than that you needed to get her out of the game?
Precaution, how do you say? Precaution?
Yeah, precaution. Yeah.
Okay, was just precaution. She felt cramp, so nothing important. So we had 1 subs available to do, and I decided to do Casey because no sense winning the game 3-0, take any risk with her.
And last one is, obviously a couple of days ago, you got the news that the team had clinched the playoff spot. How does it speak to the mentality of the group that they got that news, they know they're going to have those playoff games, and yet they came out and performed at this level today?
It's what I said them today in the beginning of the meeting. Too many good news we had during the week. I don't know if that is good or not good. Depends on how you face that. We won the last game in the last minute. We qualified. We are playing at home. Orlando and Kansas tied the last game. Too many good things, That's always welcome, for sure. But we have forbidden to relax, we have to be consistent in the performance and just think and put the focus 100% on what we have to do today. So I am very happy because before starting the game, I was speaking with them on that way, you know. All good news are welcome, but we need to be ready 100%, just thinking which is the game plan and give your best today. Just is the only thing that we have to think. And I think the starting today, the game was good. We create a lot of chances, we score goals, and the second half I think we had a good starting too. So that's for me is the mentality. The mentality must be maintained for the coming games.
Thank you, Junjun. We'll be right back with Hal and Hatch.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. We have Hal Hirschfeld and Ashley Hatch. Jason, right back to you.
Thanks to you both for speaking with us. Congrats on the win. Speaking with Jonah, speaking with some of the other players, it was kind of clear that the game was in control through the performance today. You were able to sort of make sure that it stayed, in your control for the full 90. For either of you, can you speak to what beyond finishing plays off, Ashley obviously a big part of that, but what allowed you to sort of make sure that the game was in control in the manner that it was?
I honestly feel like it's a mindset thing. In the past, sometimes we've given up late goals, sometimes we've given up early goals, or sometimes our games have been kind of like this. I feel like our goal through the second half of the season is to just stay consistent, and I feel like that comes from how we practice too. So I guess just keeping the same energy throughout and focus. I feel like focus is a big word for that, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like she answered that perfectly. It's something that we've been working on, having patience, but also being able to control the game and control the tempo. Sorry, I'm tired. Control the tempo and not move the ball too slow, but still be very intentional about it. And I feel like our backline and our midfield did a really good job of that from minute one. And then the players that came in, kept that level up. And so I feel like it was easy for us to start that way and end that way.
Ashley, I wanted to ask you about the second goal. The first goal, I think we've seen your penalty process enough that I think we all kind of know it at this point. But the second goal comes after, I think, Thomas, you said it was 11 passes? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So an 11-pass sequence where you're making a hard near-post run. Can you take us through maybe what you saw before that allowed you to know, I got to get to the near post to have, to apply this finish rather than something else?
Yeah, we had a couple chances like that, I feel like, before, and I wasn't there. I was just a little bit behind, so I knew that once Trin did get it out wide that I needed to get there because I knew that she was going to beat her player 1v1. So I had a few chances that I wish I would have got earlier, but I'm glad I got that second chance. And so, yeah, just as it was developing, just making sure that I was on the blind side of the defender's shoulder and just ready for anything that came across. And Trin sent a great ball, and I just had to get a touch on it.
Thomas?
Ashley, obviously you've played a bit of a different role this season, playing out wide a lot and coming off the bench. Just what did it mean to you to be able to, play up top in your natural position and deliver in the way that you did today?
It meant a lot. I obviously love scoring goals, but most importantly, I just love playing for this team. And so anytime I get on the pitch, I'm really excited, and I'm just really happy with the team's performance today. And so I'm just excited that I was able to contribute, and it always means a lot to be able to step on Audi Field with the spirit.
A beast.
And Hal, just what does it say about the depth of this team that you can have someone like Ashley fill in up top when there's an injury to your leading scorer?
I mean, it's just great, not only from how talented she is as a player, but also the leadership that she brings and the experience. I think it's just a great attribute that our team has. Thanks.
This question is for both of you. How do you feeling to be here so far and getting to the playoffs? I
think it's just a testament to how great our team and our staff is. We've had a lot of change this season. Like, we had an interim coach, we had new coaches come in, new players, and I feel like we still kept our momentum, which says a lot to how much we've been working and how hard we've been working. So it's just really cool, especially for my first year, to be a part of a group like this.
And this question is for you, Ashley. You were the pop star today. How do you feel? Do you feeling like that?
Yeah, I'm just excited. Just lots of excitement and energy around. Obviously, clinching playoffs is huge, and I think we deserve it. We've been working really hard, but the job's not done. It's actually just started, and so I think that was our focus going into this game, and that's going to be our focus continuing forward. So I'm just excited about the spot that we're in because we're going to continue to improve.
How do you feeling with the third almost? The third, when Lacey Santos was trying to score a goal. And you know the decision of the bar and everything. What do you think? And
well, personally, I did not mean to hit that girl in the box. Sorry, Lacey. But yeah, honestly, us being able to come back and score after that, I mean, it was unfortunate. Like, I wish she would have gotten the goal, and I wish things didn't happen like that. But I think it was good for us to have a great opportunity like that because I feel like it just keeps the momentum going for the rest of the game. We were able to get another one, so made me feel a little better.
Congrats on the win. Thanks for speaking with us. Hal, I wanted to ask you about playing with Esme. It was her first time, in the starting lineup, and she looked very comfortable directing traffic back in the back line as well, but also your relationship with her as well. How was it playing alongside her, and what does she bring to the team?
First of all, she has such a big personality. I feel like she came in here and she fit right in. She is so great just for, locker room too, but on the field today I thought she killed it, especially for her first game. I know that's really hard to come in such a role where you gotta kind of, like you said, direct traffic, and she played 90 minutes and I thought she killed it. She's really smart and I feel like that helps us a lot, so kind of just distributing, sorry. But yeah, I thought she killed it. She did great.
Thank you. And as for Hatch, thank you. You scored 2 goals, but I will say you also played number 9, but towards the end of the game, you were also in deeper midfield positions. That seemed a bit new, even though you played many positions this season. We've seen you play the 10, but you were below Courtney Brown at some points in this game. Is that something new as well?
Well, I was supposed to be the 10, but I think just the way naturally that we were moving off each other. There was times when she was a little bit higher than me, but yeah, once Lena came in, I dropped into the 10, and I think Courtney and Heather, when they came in, they did a really good job of controlling the midfield, and I was kind of tired, and so they were kind of running around a lot more, and I was just trying to, make sure I was supporting them and helping control the game. But yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
And we're up with Jason.
Hal, we talked to Esme outside, and she mentioned that she kind of downplayed her role in possession. She said she was just kind of giving you and Andy the ball and watching you work your way through. But I did want to ask, potentially the way Houston set up, it's kind of playing against 4-2-3-1. It's a 3, and they've got potentially a 4 around you, and yet that did seem to be how things played out. You were able to play around them so easily. How are you able to find the pockets to sort of avoid a potential negative overload and sort of turn the game?
Yeah, honestly, I'm going to give the credit back to Esme. I think she's very smart about how she, plays those entry balls in. And, I feel like she knows and can see when I'm making a run, when I actually want the ball versus when I'm just trying to, move people, So I feel like that helped a lot, her picking and choosing when to play those balls in. And then I also feel like just me and Andy being able to move off of each other, whether it's we're coming out deeper or we're trying to find our way behind the line. I think that we've been working on that this whole season, and it's cool to see it grow in games like this where we're super successful with it. So just keeping that going.
I guess the last one for me is this obviously, it's kind of rare in the NWSL to see a game that is sort of in one team's control for so much of the game. Where does this stack up for either of you? Where does this stack up in terms of performances this season, top to bottom collective showings for the group?
I mean, it was definitely one of our better games, but like you said, every game presents a different challenge, and I feel like we did a really good job with this one. Every week we're preparing for the opponent, and I do feel like we go into every single game prepared. I think getting a goal early in a game really helps. It gives us a lot of momentum and kind of like helps us kind of settle down. We've had some games where we've dominated, but we went into the locker room at halftime 0-0, and so that kind of just like drags on the suspense of the game. So I think getting a goal early really helped, but we've had a lot of really great games. I would definitely see this as one of our better ones in controlling the tempo from minute 1 to the last minute, like 100-something minute, whatever it was.
God, it was long.
But yeah, I'm proud of us, and I feel like we'll learn a lot from this game and continue to move forward and improve.
I guess I'm reminded with the stoppage time. Ashley, you played through the game. It looked like you had to hold your head. Are you completely like there's no cut or anything?
No, I'm good. I might have a little bump, so don't look too close. But yeah, I think I'm good. Thanks for asking.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Hatch and Hal. We will see you all back in person in about a month.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.